This excerpt is taken from the short story Inside Out. When I wake up, I was in the savannah, Queen's Park Savannah. 3.5 square miles of tree and grass and concrete. Wasn't sure how I know that, but I knew it. And it shouldn't be black because it have no sun, only moon. And it paint everything one color until you stare at it. That is force it to show its true colors. Flat land with one tree in between, and a line of trees all round the border like soldiers. My arm burning. It had hooked up on a piece of iron sticking out from somewhere. It ripped open my arm, make a long line, deep. Some of my inside self had come out. Always have a old iron to rip, joke, run up on. I know that inside, and it make me look around harder. Something was cutting up my foot too, although it's only grass I could see. Some fuzzy balls peeping out from it, silver with moon paint. The stars jam up, pushing for space where the moon couldn't reach. Blackness there, blackness here, when the moon drift behind a cloud. I hustling, but what I hustling to, I'm not sure, is like a thread tie on one side of me and the next side to something else or somebody else, and somebody pulling. They're still behind. I can't see them good, but I could make out it's 3 of them. They keep behind me a little way, but near enough that I could hear them. Their words and something else that cut the air deeper than the tear in my arm. Cracks! Halfy, we go snap here again. Snap, halfy, crack with your wood from under you. Halfy, crack, how we have you so? 1 hand, 1 foot, half a man. Me blood curdle and crawl when I hear them bawl. The earth like a tremble too when I hear that snap and cracks. I don't look back too much to fall down, but when I glance, it's stripes glinting in whatever light the skies spare. All of them have 2 hands and a long thing holding in one that they just make wobble, ruffling the grass or trembling naked on the ground. And it's when they flick their hand, you get the cracks. All of them have 2 foot. When they call me, 1 foot must be stretched out, waving around while they talk. They hop, they prance, make long crawling steps with the bottom close to the ground. It ain't right. These beasts could do all that, and I'm missing a whole arm. It's me to hop and drop, it's they to hop and whine. That's not right. I's not a bad fellow. I glance behind to see how far they reach. Can't move too fast. I had found a wood on the drag long enough, fat enough to be in the place of the leg I'm missing. Fat enough to help me drop, hop, the drag, a long wide walkway leading to the savannah stage, across the stage. How I studying that though? It's not as if I ever pass across it. It's how I know stages to cross. I reach the edge of the savannah, see a pavement going round its edge. I get onto it. It's easier to move here. Too many things you don't see in the grass, even with moon lighting it. I pass a tree with little brown balls, like cannonballs, hanging in bunches on it. They smell like stale beer and piss. Had some mashed-up benches round here, and the walkway rough and open out with tree roots sticking up through it. A little way down, I reach a straight, smoother part of the pavement where trucks park up, load up with coconut water. I glance back. Them 3 nowhere, and my shoulders relax, although the one resting on the wood crutch starting to burn more than it tear in my arm. It had nicer benches here and prettier trees decorate with little frou-frou-y yellow flowers, bright like little spotlights. But the trees was dark enough for who want to hide. 2 sticks that had looked like parts of the trees reach out on the flat walkway. They're so high they block out some of the stars. They had on tall, wide-brim hats with long ribbons floating around their stretched-out bodies and thin legs, so they looked like lampposts with a long hair wig. How I know about? Both of them had 2 foot, narrow. They stand up as if they was tiptoeing on long wooden blocks. Happy, them Jab ain't giving you a chance, man. What did them say? That is what behind me. Jab. We could trip them for you, trample them. His hat was hiding his face. Flat. We could kick them up for you. Not a bad offer, but the thing I couldn't see was pulling me forward. And something about them wasn't right. The stick stumbled a little bit over a piece of coconut husk. Oh, so they clumsy. No thanks, I say, ducking past his shin. I ain't stop. A good thanks. Good? The other stick say it like a hiss and take a step over my head, block my way up the pavement. That would good for we children. The first one turn round, point a overlong finger at me wood prop. Right height if we snap it in 2. We can break it right here, the blocker hiss. Cracks from behind. Imagine, I'm so glad to hear that sound. The sticks bend down now, trying to pick me up by my head, but they're so long, they take long to reach me. I balance on my 1 foot and swing my wood hard at the stick foot. He let go, ay, and start a cuss. Cat spraddle on the walkway. Must cuss on his partner too, who tried to pick him up. I hop, hip, scramble back through the trees, back into the savannah. Cracks! Second stick man down. Kick we up na Moko, look we here Moko Jambi. The Jab raise their wobbly things and cracks. Pepper them with blows. I wait to see nothing else. I keep moving. Don't mind is more trip and roll than run. Plenty grass round me again. I far from the walkway. I enjoying the silence, I ain't lying. And something sweet like perfume from the flowers in the trees reach all in here. Not much of the cutting grass this side, so I was walking light when the ground started to rumble and growl. Didn't know where I was going, just away. The moon disappeared. Blackness put a hand over my face, and the ground disappeared too. The stars above were clean and sharp, elbowing each other in the dark blue sky. This drain, deep. I tiptoe to look over the edge and see horns, breasts, dust. The earth trembling more under thunder and bellows, getting closer to me. Legs and bellies and tails above me, flying over. I'm so frightened one might fall in here. Cow mass, the name so clear. I wait for the rumble to pass, for dust to return to its mother. Hop through along the drain, holding on to the slick sides, pushing through a stink smell that stand up like a wall until I meet a ladder, rusty and rough, that cut my fingers while I pull my belly over, dragging my foot up, cussing that I had to throw my stick over the top, not knowing where it land. I cuss when I find it, caked in mud them cow had dig up. Cracks! Behind me, I keep moving. A form I can't make out in front of me now, against the smudge of a line of lights. Lights! I wanted to pelt, run, fly to it. But the form was a strange one. 1 minute it whole, next minute like a divide. I get nearer and see it's a lady coming off from a Borkeet. Thanks much, eh? Long, wide ruffled, swept the silvered glass. She turned to the, what was that, a donkey? And kissed it gentle. That mud wasn't easy. Blessings, sisterin. Burrokeet voice was low and soft. Travel good. But I couldn't see anything else. Only these things were present in the world. The earthen round of her breasts, the beat of her bumsy as it ride the rhythm of lace and flounce caressing the grass. I want to approach that bumsy, address it, be stern with it, tease it. But in the clarity of that moment, the certainty of what must be done, she confused me again when she arms stretched out and up, threatening to open a golden cleft between the rounds flouncing under the white dust clinging to them. Lucky powder. It's the Burrokeet to ask, Dame Lorraine, how you opening a parasol when it have no sun? Dame Lorraine say, moon just pull your skin and the dew just make you look old and beat up. And with a wave, and not even a glance at me, the mistress of mounds of curves and lace sweep away through the savannah. So by the time I come to myself and I think to follow, she was too far. The crack sound behind me. The Burrokeet say, greetings, soldier man. Soldier? Nobody ever called me anything except Harvey. Not since this missing my mind. Camouflage, steady gaze, wounds of war, soldier, Burrokeet say. Savannah hard for a one-arm, one-foot man. Perilous too. I feel my shoulder relax.